I'm going to show you how to create a staircase in your library. So we're going to start on the second floor. We're going to go up here and click shaft up on the top. And I'm going to select the rectangle here, rectangle bounding tool, and zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to put mine down here. I'm not sure where you designed your staircase, but I'm going to select just a little bit inside from this corner, because otherwise your girders are going to be showing. Remember, your girders go from column to column, and somewhere around there. That looks pretty good. Base constraint should be ground floor. Top constraint should be top of second floor. So if I click apply, then it's going to create this opening. Now, it's likely that, whoops, we'll click the check. There we go. It's likely that you have your beams showing here, so we actually don't need those anymore because it's not supporting a floor. So you click each one of them, hit the backspace key, get rid of them. So we now have an opening here. Now we're going to go, still in the architecture tab, we're going to create stair. And since you're in the second floor, we need to change the base constraint to ground floor, and we need to go to top of second floor. And just click apply. Now I'm going to make mine come in from the left and then curve up. It's going to make a curved staircase. So I'm going to select here. If you see very faintly, it says 16 rises created, or sorry, all the way over it says 35 rises created. So since I'm going to do a split, I need to do, I'm going to say maybe about 20 with 15 remaining. So we're going to give this a try. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to do my additional up around here, kind of at a 45-degree angle to this. Now I can't do it right here because when I widen the staircase, it's not. I'm not going to be allowed to widen the staircase if I start it down here. So I'm going to click up right around here, and then go up. So you can see I might not have done that very well because this, from the top of here to the bottom of here, might be too big to fit in this. So I'm going to click the X, and I'm going to cancel that one. I'm just going to try that again. So instead of doing 20 and 15, that was my number, I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to do about, whoops, forgot to change my constraints, so the whole thing is not working here. I'm going to change my constraint, ground floor, always check your constraints, top of second floor, apply that. And now, I'm going to, instead of doing 20 and 15, I'm going to do 25 and 10. So it's 25, go up at about a 45. Whoops, click that number. And zoom in and keep selecting that thing. And somewhere around there, okay? And that looks good. That's going to fit inside there. Doesn't matter if it goes up to the edge. Not yet, anyway. So I'm not going to click the green check yet. I'm on modify. I need to select the top part of my stairs. It's only 3 feet wide. It's not good. So I'm going to make it. I'm going to make mine 6 feet. Anywhere from 6 to 8 feet would work. The stairway at the school is 6 feet wide. You know what? I might make that 8. We'll see if that works. See if this also works at 8. I like a wider staircase. I don't like to bump into people. All right, so that looks like it's going to be good. You can see that this is barely not in that shaft opening, but the whole thing is going to slide up, so I think we're okay. Click the green check, and now I click my staircase anywhere on the steps, and you'll select the whole thing. Then click your align tool and align the edge of the shaft to pull the stairway up there. So there we go. And then I click modify, and I'm actually going to ooch my right arrow key. I ooch that over just a little bit. You might want to just click and drag the whole staircase over and then align it. But anyway, I think that looks pretty good. I like having an opening up on this side and around this side also. So that looks pretty good. So we're going to go back to ceiling plan ground floor. We're going to add a ceiling now. And so I'm in the architecture tab, click ceiling. And I want a 16-foot height offset. If you recall that sheetrock comes in 4x8 sheets, so that's pretty good to have a 16 feet. That's kind of an even increment. It's a 19-something foot ceiling, so it gives us 3 feet above the ceiling for utilities. Automatic ceiling doesn't usually work, so we're going to click sketch ceiling and the rectangle. Now generally ceilings are put in place individually per room, but for our case, just to simplify this, we're just going to do the whole thing. So we're going to click that corner, I zoomed way in. It makes it a lot easier if you do that. Zoom out, click the mouse wheel and drag. Go to this corner and boom. Then I click it, we got it. So zoom out. Now we have a ceiling, and that ceiling is actually going to be cut out of this shaft, so we're okay there. So now let's go back into ground floor, and I'm going to do a camera view. So if I click view, 3D camera, I'm going to take a look at this, and it looks pretty good. If I click this thing, I'm going to actually add consistent colors so I can see a little bit more clearly. Click the look button and move my mouse, and if I move my arrow as I'm looking, I walk. Okay, so this headroom here is potentially an issue. It needs to be at least 9 feet from the edge of this border here to your stair. So if you're looking like it's kind of close as you're walking through this, then I can help you with that, but you're gonna have to take pictures to show. Now you can see inside the ceiling here. That's not good, so we're gonna create a wall to surround all of that. And then as we go to the top, everything looks good connected to the top. So let's go back to our second floor to create that wall. We're going to click Architecture tab and then Wall. And then that little camera view goes away. We want basic wall interior 3 1/8 inch to be selected, and location to be on ground floor, but I'm going to do a base offset of the height of the ceiling. It's 16 feet tall. The ceiling tiles are 2 inches thick. So if I make it 16 feet 2 inches, that wall will appear just above that ceiling tile. I want this to end at the second floor, not top of second floor, or you'll see ghosting images of that wall. So just go to the second floor. Then we click apply. Let's change our location line to finish face interior. And then we have this line selected. You probably could do the rectangle also, but I'm just going to do it with the line and start from the bottom right. It's important you start on the bottom right. We go to the left and just clicking each of the corners, and now those walls are there. They just kind of went away, but that's alright. If I go back down to my view, that 3D view I created, in my case it was called 3D view 2, stays there. Now you can see that wall is all the way around here. We can't see inside there anymore. So that's what you need to do to sort of protect the view of those utilities. Now I like having my stairs, open, so I can kind of see down. I think that's a neat look. So I'm pretty happy with my stairs. If you decided to do a straight staircase, it's the exact same. You just go all the way straight and then align that top edge. Straight is actually a little bit easier, but there's a little bit more character with a curve here. The last thing that you need to do is create a railing. So if we click railing here, then we are on our straight line. I'm going to go from this, actually I'll start here, go from this corner, and I'm going to go to there. And you can't cross in front of the stairway, of course, that would be bad. You wouldn't be able to get up the stairs. I'm going to trace all the way around this. Oops, it looks like that didn't hold. I'm looking for that pink line. Looks like it goes line at a time. I want to make sure that I go right to the inside there. At least that's what I'm thinking anyway. And looks like it didn't have a line here. So it doesn't chain. You gotta click every individual piece. Now let's click the green check and we'll see if that worked. Okay, it looks like it's sort of on the inside there. I'm gonna go to my 3D view again and see if that did what I wanted it to do. I'll walk up here. Alright, so that railing didn't quite work. It looks like it's kind of floating. It's on the inside edge of that, although that is kind of a neat look. That's because my base level is second floor. I really need to make that top of second floor. Click apply. Now it's a little bit better, but you can see that it's kind of hanging. It's not really on this floor. It's sort of just kind of floating there. And I've seen railings that actually do that. They hang over the edge. So that's okay. Generally, if that's the case, you'd have a post in the corner. So if it's either hanging over the edge or right directly on that ledge, either way is fine. Then you should be good to go.